Let me blow your mind right from the start. Bubblegum flavor isn't actually one flavor. In fact, it's a Frankenstein blend of multiple fruits and spices all mashed into one. And the weirdest part? The reason it's pink has nothing to do with taste. Yup, we're kicking things off with some real flavor facts, and trust me, the rest of this story only gets weirder. Stick around till the end because we're revealing a surprising twist about the original bubblegum formula that you probably never heard before. Hey flavor explorers, we see you out there. Hundreds of views, tons of likes, and yet so many of you aren't subscribed. If you love wild food stories and quirky flavor mysteries, join the Kamikaze Food Crew already. Tap that subscribe button like it owes you a quarter at the gumball machine, and let us know what flavor adventure we should pop open next. Alright, back to the delicious business. Picture it, bright pink, stretchy, sweet, and just a little fruity. That iconic bubblegum flavor has been part of our childhoods for decades. Whether it was Bazooka, Big League Chew, or a wad of Double Bubble stuck under a desk in 6th grade, don't lie, we've all done it. There's just something so specific about bubblegum flavor. But where did it come from? And what exactly is it made of? Let's rewind the clock to the year 1928. A man named Walter Demer was working as an accountant at the Fleer Chewing Gum Company. One day, he was messing around in the lab, like any good bored employee, and stumbled upon a recipe for a new kind of chewing gum. It was less sticky and more elastic, which meant, you guessed it, you could blow bubbles with it. This wasn't the first chewing gum in history, but it was the first gum that could really bubble. Demer's invention became what we know now as Double Bubble, the OG of bubble gums. But here's the twist. The only food coloring he had available was pink. So that's what he used. The color stuck, literally and culturally. That's why bubblegum is pink to this day. It has nothing to do with flavor, it was just there. Now, the big question. What flavor is bubblegum really? And here's the answer. It's a mix. A weird, beautiful mix. Most bubblegum flavorings are combinations of banana, strawberry, cherry, orange, lemon, and even a bit of cinnamon or clove. Yeah, your gum has more in common with a fruit salad than you thought. Over the years, chemists and flavorists experimented until they found that perfect balance, a kind of artificial fruit flavor cocktail that we now instantly recognize as bubblegum. And it gets more fascinating. The exact formula? Totally top secret. Each brand has their own twist. Bubble Yum might lean into banana, while Hubba Bubba could be heavier on the cherry notes. It's kind of like the Coca-Cola of gum. Every company guards their version closely. It's part art, part chemistry, and a whole lot of nostalgia. Let's talk about the science for a sec. The base of gum is made from gum base, which used to be made from tree sap called chicle. But today, it's mostly synthetic, a rubbery substance made from food-grade polymers, waxes, and resins. Sounds wild, but it's all totally safe. Flavor is added in oil form, and sweeteners, both sugar and artificial, are what give you that initial pop when you chew. The flavor, though, that sticks around because the oils absorb into the gum base itself. Here's a fun fact for your next trivia night. The average piece of bubblegum loses its flavor in about 15 minutes. But in that time, your saliva and body heat help release tiny chemical compounds that hit your taste buds in waves. That's why bubblegum seems to change flavor slightly as you chew. Now, let's get weird for a second. Did you know bubblegum was once marketed as medicine? Back in the day, chewing gum in general was believed to help with digestion, clean your teeth, and even calm your nerves. During World War II, gum was included in soldiers' rations not just as a treat, but as a stress reliever. It was even used to patch up equipment in a pinch. MacGyver would be proud. And guess what? Bubblegum also helped launch one of the weirdest spin-off industries in food marketing, scratch and sniff stickers. In the 1980s, bubblegum was one of the first scents added to the sticker craze. That fake fruity smell? It's the same blend used in the gum itself. Your childhood sticker album owes a debt to Walter Demer. Speaking of marketing, bubblegum has been used in some pretty clever advertising. Remember Big League Chew? It was created in the 1980s by a former baseball player who wanted to offer a candy alternative to chewing tobacco. The shredded gum mimicked the look of chew, but with all the sugar and none of the nicotine. Clever and kind of brilliant, right? And now for the big reveal. Why does bubblegum flavor taste so familiar, even when we haven't had it in years? It's because it was designed to be unforgettable. That flavor mix was engineered to stick in your memory, literally and mentally. The blend of fruity, spicy, and sweet notes fires up multiple sensory centers in your brain, making it one of the most recognizable artificial flavors ever created. So, next time you pop a piece of bubblegum in your mouth, remember, you're not just chewing candy. You're tasting a century of science, history, flavor psychology, and pink-colored accidents. It's fun, it's nostalgic, and, let's be honest, it still kinda slaps. Alright, Team Kamikaze Food, what flavor mystery should we tackle next? Want us to investigate the truth behind blue raspberry? Or maybe uncover how cotton candy got its flavor? Drop your ideas in the comments and, if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button so you don't miss our next wild food adventure. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep chewing on the facts.